Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new Soulstone survivor video. We are back in Titan Hunt, this time with the Necromancer, because we know that you guys love minions. So we're going to be doing a minion only build. We're going to be playing with Playz, the Frenzied Bunnies, Chaos Golems, and the Putrid Hounds. We're going to be starting off with Aranak, because we're actually going to go Mizahed's Aranak and Brokeneth. We might even not do Brokeneth because we don't actually necessarily need Shattered, but it is pretty good. Mizahed has two things that we want. Aranak has a couple of things we want. So we'll see what happens and where we're going from there. But if you are planning on doing this for a relatively long time, in terms of going like further than 5 stages or whatever the case may be, then, you know, go for the Shattered. It is going to be super helpful. And then we'll go from there. We are only playing Poison, even though we do have some Doom from our passive tree. We're not planning on using it either. So there's Putrid Hounds, beautiful. Grab the Magnetic as well. And we're going to try and get a lot of area of effect if possible. But we tried this earlier and we actually crashed the game on the final boss. So it's quite irritating. So let's see what happens, or if we crash the game again with our second one. We do have a lot of locks, so I'm going to lock the damage over there. We're going to take it. The damage is more important than whatever skill we were going to get, like bunnies and that. However, we do need the bunnies relatively quickly because we get disarray to disoriented from the level up or from the boss titan option as a reward for beating them. So that's why we are using these specific titans, because we want disarray, disarray to disoriented. We also get ourselves poison to dazed. We also get ourselves a whole lot of juiciness coming from there. So keep your eyes out on this. We're going to take a bit of block because it will come in handy. And there we go. We got the skills that we were looking for. So really easy. Go with that. We don't want poison to doom. We're focusing only on the poison aspect of the build. Again, like I mentioned, we do have doom sadly in the skill tree. You can deactivate it if you want, but it's really not worth it. Just stick to it. The best thing that we could get offered right now is a loot goblin. And then we're going to look for the, hopefully get the epic, or sorry, the rare upgrade that gives us area of effect for our summons. The only thing I think that I could have done that caused me to crash is that my minions had like 700% multicast chance. And I don't think the game was ready to have that much multicast on these specific minions. So we took the passive over there, the Swift, very helpful, and then grab Disarray, get rid of the Leviathan, and increase our HP over there. So poison to dazed, disarray to disoriented. We got a lot of good things coming from this build, and it only comes from 2 bosses, so that's really cool. I hear the guy. That is so good for us. Destroy him. Alright, fantastic. So now we can actually do Aranak twice in a row. 8, 9, 10, 13. We need another 2 somewhere. Okay, poison. We get the multicast chance there. I'm very... I'm maybe going to stay away from too much multicast. I will get, but I'm going to try and stay away from having way too much, just so we can try and see if that's what caused the crash. Otherwise, it could just be a far more complicated issue, but hopefully the developers can sort it out. I did put a bug report in, sent my files off to the correct people and see what they can do for us. Okay, we don't need Disarray to bleed. We just need that. We don't need that because we're going to use other things. We don't need that either. We're going to grab the poison. Now, what's really cool here is if we lock this, right? Oh, wait, we actually want the area of effect as well. So Uh, okay, we'll talk about it another time. So we're going to grab the damage and the area of effect. Now, I'm going to show you something. So each of these guys, if you look at the skill type, it says nature, summon, magic, physical. Each single one of them has magical and physical. Now that means when we find things like the damage upgrade over here, this one is magical, but you can get both magical and physical in the same row. So you are able to get both of them immediately, and that means that you are going to be able to get yourself more damage. So in one level up or two level ups, you can get 100% increased damage just from those legendary cards because of the Divine Legacy. So it's really good with this. For some reason I managed to pick, it was unintentional, but we managed to pick ourselves some really good skills that synergize well together and give us a good opportunity to get multiple of the same cards in terms of like area of effect, damage, all that juicy stuff. But yes, we need more area of effect so that frenzied bunnies can go for lower cooldown, so that they hit more enemies on the screen, and so on and so forth. Multicast chance there, +2 to rats is good. We'll grab the 100% chance to apply critical strike chance on full health enemies. That's going to be really good as well, because we're now going to get poison to you can apply poison on critical hit chance and stuff like that. Alright, this should be a pretty simplistic battle. Oh yeah, you see that cast frequency really does make a big difference. But as soon as everything starts to just attack the boss, it goes well. So we're going to go with the poisoned dazed first. And since we've got this, one, we get a whack ton of levels, and two, we also get yeah, we get some good upgrades here. We get to fight Aranak a second time is actually what I'm trying to say, but being me, I stopped my sentence midway. It's just how I am, you know. By now you guys should know what I'm trying to say. So we're getting a whack ton of XP over here. Look at all this juiciness. 25 levels. That's an extra Divine Legacy stack we just got for absolutely nothing. Nearly 30 levels. We'll go for the disarray. Cast frequencies. Mostly poison though. Life is good for everyone. We'll go for the critical hit chance. Movement speed. Getting to about... what would I say it would be? Getting ourselves to a really decent amount of movement speed is going to be really good for us. So over here, we don't necessarily need more bunnies or more rats. We're looking for the damages. So we're going to go grab that. Lock it again. We're looking specifically for hounds and then double damage. This is exactly what I was talking about. So there we go. 100% increased damage. 2 more hounds, and then we can go from there. So Relentless is good. We'll grab that. Damage is fine. It's not the end of the world. And then I think we add a pretty decent movement speed now as well. So we probably land up banishing movement. Well, actually, we'll keep movement speed just for now because we don't need to get rid of it. But it is, you know, something to look at getting rid of eventually. And I would go back to Aranak. This is probably the only mission that's... oh no, this wasn't it. Oh, or maybe I didn't activate it. There we go. So this is the only mission for the summoner or a minion build that's pain, because these void presences go and destroy everything. That's the only reason why block is handy, especially if you're playing a summon build, because then you'll just block the attacks and you won't have them disappearing. But anyway, that's pretty easy. We got three runs over here. So let's see what we can get going. We've got +2 to those and more movement speed. Movement speed's very good on the bunnies because if they've got a low cooldown, which they do, they then need to focus more on area of effect as well. But movement speed also helps them get to the target a lot faster. Alright, let's just do this 2-1 first, and then we've got, what's that? We're sitting on 6, and then we've got another 6. That puts us at 12. we will need another 3-1 somewhere. Somehow. We can banish that, get the magnetic, get that, poison, disarray, block chance. And now we're going to start re-rolling. We got a lot of re-rolls, or we're going to get a lot of re-rolls as well. So we might as well put them to good use. We'll keep that 3 for the very end. We've got a 1 over here, which should be pretty easy to deal with. No putrid hounds there though. A 1 there, there's another 1 over here. Oh, okay, we will take a 4 with pleasure. Nice area of effect. Cast frequency. I wonder if maybe disarray is causing problems. I don't know. I'm sure there's a problem somewhere where the calculations in the game are causing an issue, but the developers haven't put their finger on it just yet. But now we can make our way all the way to the boss room just for another 3 boss fights. Rotting, beautiful. Cast frequency on the Chaos Golems. Cast frequency on Chaos Golems goes a really long way because they have a really high cooldown reduction, or cast frequency, sorry. Also, we got whacked there. Best thing about minion builds is that you get to, you know, dodge a lot better if you do actually dodge. We're gonna grab this, and we can grab that, and that, and that, just like so. Increase the damage there. We should have taken the other one actually, because that would have given us damage over there. We do need more crit chance though, so yeah, we do, just a little bit. All right, find the spider. Now we're looking for dazed to, I mean not dazed, we're looking for disarray to disoriented. And then because we do have the taunt, actually you can see just how much damage we had this round compared to the first round. Okay, there we go, disarray to disoriented, 75% because of synergetic. And now we go fight Misahet. Oh, I misclicked, didn't I? I did. My mouse was on both of them. Okay, this is fine. We'll just grab Shattered. It works as well. So it's not the end of the world, but it's the end of the world. It's more like an irritating part of a not so ending world. Should not have happened, but it did. More poison, more magnetic, more cast frequency. I need to stop taking reroll mastery. And now I've got endless refill as well, so we get even more refills. But I like using the locks, and I like using it on the when we get the Divine Legacy upgrades. So like here, that's pretty good to use it. There's an area of effect. I want that crit as well. +1 there. Let's reroll. Rotting. I mean, look at that. 40 rerolls. It's not even by like choice. It's just because we get double rerolls from levels as well as from beating the bosses. And then obviously me just not using them enough. Alright, that's done. There's a +1 over here and a +2 over there. These will go really quickly. I guess we can start looking for just some really good upgrades. Damage, multicasts, crit. Again, multicast, I'm gonna stop taking multicast. We're on 200%. I think that's more than enough right now. So let's look for critical. Armor is also pretty good. Not that it's necessary, but having some armor is better than no armor. It does help us a little bit with survivability. And then we got a 2 and a 3. So we'll start with the 3 because the 2 is closer to the boss room. And then I'm not really looking for damage from you. Area of effect's good. Cast frequency there. Now we want to lock some things here. Don't need the multicast. There we go. Beautiful. So lock that. Lock that. Oh, look at that. We get to lock another one. Really good. +1 bunnies. Now we can defeat the laser beams. The tentacle. There we go. A lot of levels. Okay, let's try and see what we can get here. Again, do these have a lot of multicast? We can go multicast one more time over there. But that's all we're looking for. Damage modifiers are fine. Critical modifiers are fine. But no more multicast. I guess one more disarray won't hurt. Poison. No more multicast broken. We're going to see if that could have been what the problem was. Go with crit. Nope. A little bit of block. Crit's going to be good for... I mean, we are on 100% critical strike chance on our skills anyway, but... you know, we like to have it up and running for a lot longer. Over here, we'll grab Shattered. We could grab... they deal more damage the closer they are to enemies, or at least with physical or damage, but not really that necessary. Shattered. Again, there is the critical damage against nearby enemies, which is what we said, but we're going to go Unstoppable Force. Grab the damage modifier. Beautiful. In my previous run where we crashed, I actually had... Now we click on Mesa Hit. I actually had about 100 damage on the Putrid Hounds, where now we're on 71. So I definitely was stronger back then. Okay, Bunny's AoE is actually really good. You can see it affecting things. The little blue hue. Red, not blue. It's got quite a big like radius. You can see the ripples. I've got the visual effects down quite a bit though. Just because I think that might also be causing the thing. But I think it should be fine. You can actually see the ripples a little bit. And I think they go a little bit further than where the ripples show as well. Let's make our way down to this one. And then remember, if you've got a lot of movement speed, your minions are going to be moving very quickly with you. Critical strike chance. Damage on him is the only one we'll take that's green. We can go critical strike damage, death and decay. More poison, no multicast broken, go for life. We've used a lot of rerolls now, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't we all proud of me? Right, bosses down, easy peasy. There's one here, one at the bottom, well, two at the bottom. Poison, poison, crit, good, damage, good. No multicast. We'll take the area of effect though. And we can take the damage. Damage, damage, +1, disarray. Pretty good. Oh, you just see all these hounds run straight towards the bosses. Because they got cunning, so they'll focus on bosses before they focus on anything else. So you just see them sprint to the boss as the boss spawns. That's so good to see. Alright, that was a 3. And then we got the one more just right here. And we're right by the boss room. So that worked out pretty well. Life is good. Cast frequency on hounds is also good so that they can attack more frequently. So the way that multicast and cast frequency works, the minions double dip into the stats. It affects the way that they summoned as well as the way that they attack. So cast frequency, as you can see, they'll summon up every 12 seconds. And it will also affect how fast they actually attack enemies. Whereas multicast is how many units are cast. So in this case, it costs 10 units. We have a maximum of 15. But if you multicast, you can actually cast all 15 units at in a single cast. So that's the way that multicast works and why it's pretty good on minions as well, especially when you got like 21 of them to summon and you only summon 9 per cast. If we multicast, we can summon all 21 in a single cast. That's if we have like 300 to 400 multicast chance and we get a chain of 3. So good to know, good to do that. Look at the beautiful damage being done. Absolutely fantastic. We get the weakness to fragility from Aranak. And I believe Aranak actually had the poison is dealt more frequently. I'm not Aranak Misahet, but we're going to go with Aranak again. This is the final round. Hopefully, we are not going to crash this time. Because we crashed right at the end. And if I crash again, I'm going to be sad. Funny thing is, if I crash, you guys will never know. You knew when we did the volcanic eruption, but that was because it was like a bug crash and we could save the crash. Like the game bugged out. That was a bug. This is like the game physically closes. Okay, poison. No more multicast. Crit chance is fine. Poison. Critical damage. Good as well. I think we got more than enough damage. I probably don't even need to level up again. But the next 2 levels will be another Divine Legacy. So we kind of do want that. So there's 1. There's 2. Let's look at this. And there we go. So we can lock that and reroll. And we can actually take all of these. There we go. Oh. That was interesting. I don't know if that's a bug or just really good luck and it like kind of just looked funny. We'll lock the crit. Ah, there was damage there as well that we never took. I'm such a silly goose sometimes. But there, here's a 2 and then we got a 3 to the left hand side as well. Absolutely destroying everything. Oh, maybe I crashed because I'm not picking up any of the... I wonder if that's why. Or possible. We didn't crash. Good. Ah, okay. Maybe it won't affect us. We have our minion army over here for everyone to see. And there's the beautiful damage done to the oh goodness, that was insane. And then you can get another one where you get 6% increase over there. There's the doom, there's the poison to dazed again, and just some good things over there. So let me know what you guys think about the minion build. Did you think it was strong? We're only using 4 of them. There's the putrid hounds, absolutely decimating in damage. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.